what's going on, everybody? Verdi here with another Genshin Impact video. Today we're going to be talking about the Klee Banner, the Weapon Banner, and why I think you should summon for it. If you find this video helpful or entertaining in any way, please leave a like and also consider subscribing. Any support that I get will be greatly appreciated. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this banner. So yes, the rates are definitely dog shit, and there's not much you can do about that. I do think that they should do something about how many Primo Gems you get a day, or better yet, how many Primo Gems you don't get a day. 60 a day from the dailies honestly isn't enough. You're not going to be able to stack up a lot of Primo Gems to do summons. So I think that they should do something about that, because I don't honestly believe that they'll do anything about the rates. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this banner. Klee percentage drop rate is 50%, and then you can also get Sucrose, Noel, and Waterboy at a 50% increased drop rate when you pull a 4-star. Now, the 0.6%, as I said, is really, really bad, but the 90 pity is much better than most other gacha games. So they do kind of give us a little bit there, but the rates are really, really bad. So when you're summoning for Klee, you have a 50% chance to pull Klee on the first 5-star that you pull. And then if you don't pull Klee on the first 5-star that you pull, the second 5-star that you pull is guaranteed to be a Klee. The great thing about this banner, though, is that if you scroll down here, the only 5-star that you can pull is a character. So I believe that if you're looking to pull 5-star characters, this is definitely what you should go for. I'm not going to lie, with all the summons that I've done, I wish that I actually did a little bit more summoning on the Venti banner than on the normal banner, because I feel like I would have wanted to get another copy of Venti, would have been nice. Some more copies of Fischl and Youngling would have been nice. And also, I feel like that I pulled a lot of 5-star weapons summoning on the regular banner, which if you look here, there's a total of 10 weapons and 5 characters. So you're way more likely to get a weapon than you are a character, I feel like, on these banners. I mean, I got pretty lucky on my pulls, and I ended up getting a bunch of characters, but I still think that it was a mistake to not summon for the Venti banner more. This is exactly why I'm making this video, because I think that it's very worth investing in the Klee banner, or honestly in any banner that comes after this, because I feel like it's going to be the same thing. So yeah, with the rates being the same, you literally have a much less chance to pull a 5-star character, and this is why I feel like I should have summoned on the Venti banner more, but it's too late now, so what can you do? I definitely made sure to summon on the Klee banner. Okay, so let's talk about Klee real quick, because let's face it, if you're summoning on this banner, you're going to be getting at least one Klee. So she is an amazing DPS. AoE fire damage is amazing. She is good in Abyss. She's good in all domains pretty much, unless you're facing like fire slimes. She destroys the Wolf. She destroys Storm Terror. I mean, she is literally top tier main DPS for literally anywhere in the game. So on top of being a great damage dealer, Klee also has some utility to her. One of my favorite things, honestly, is displays location of nearby resources unique to Mondstadt. Her and Chi-Chi equipped together, you just go around gathering all the materials that are unique to both of the areas, and honestly, I think this is really useful. But combat-wise, she has Sparkling Burst, which when a charged attack results in a crit, all party members gain 2 elemental energy. This is really nice, you get your ults faster. This is amazing. I mean, who doesn't want to get more ults? And then, if you do end up pulling on her more, her constellations are actually amazing. On her level 2, honestly, level 1 just gives her a bunch more damage. But her level 2, being hit by Jumpty Dumpty's mines, decreases enemies' defense by 23% for 10 seconds. That means that your whole party is going to be doing a good amount more damage. Very, very useful. This is why I went for 2 out of 6. I'm not going to pull more, I don't think. I do spend a decent amount, but I am in no shape or form a Mega Whale, so I would like to get her maxed out, but I'm honestly not going to be able to. And then on her 4th constellation here, if Klee leaves the field during the duration of Spark and Splash, because you cannot use her ult and then switch characters, her ult gets cancelled. But if you get this, her departure triggers an explosion that deals 555% of her attack as AoE pyro damage. Honestly, this probably smacks. And you could use her, if you have this, you could use her with the Luke. I feel like it will work really well, because you can smack him with defense down, you can pop your ult, blast him, and then you can switch to the Luke and do more damage with the Luke. But Klee honestly is a main DPS, and you're most likely not going to use her on a team with the Luke. You're probably going to use her with Xiangling or with Bennett. Then if you go all the way to 6 out of 6, while under the effects of Spark and Splash, other members of the party will continuously regenerate energy. When Sparks and Splash is used, all party members will gain a 10% pyro damage bonus for 25 seconds. So this just adds to her passive with being able to regenerate energy, and it also boosts her damage and any other pyro unit that you might have in the party. So honestly, she is an amazing unit, S tier in my opinion. I'm going to be showing you guys my build on Klee. Not in this video, obviously, but in a video that I will probably post later today. So besides Klee, now is probably the best time to summon if you're looking to max out any characters that are currently out. As we're nearing patch 1.1, new characters are going to be released, 4 stars and 5 stars. I don't know if all at once, but we're definitely going to be getting more 4-star characters and more 5-star characters. As more characters get released, it's going to be much more difficult to max out the current 4 stars and or 5 stars that are out. So if you're looking to do that, that's another really good reason to summon on the current banners. So on the current banner, we have a rate up on Waterboy, Xingqiu, whatever, however you say it. I just call him Waterboy. And then also Noelle and Sucrose. Now, if you do not have one copy of Waterboy or one copy of Sucrose, I would 100% summon, because they're really good support units, and even if you're not going to use them in combat, you can use them for... Waterboy has Flash of Genius. When he crafts character talent materials, he has a 25% chance to refund a portion of the crafting materials used. This is really good. And then honestly, Sucrose has an even better one. When Sucrose crafts character and weapon enhancement materials, she has a 10% chance to obtain double the product. This is really good. If you do not have these two characters, I would literally get them just for this. Now, this is definitely not the only thing that they're good at. Waterboy is a great support unit. Let's start with his E ability. So, it does damage, whatever, blah, 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 right? It summons 4 swords around you. You can summon it like this, right? You switch characters, that ability stays on you. Now, the reason why this is good is because if you look into his talents here, increases the character's resistance to interruption. When a character takes damage, the rain sword will shatter, reducing the amount of damage taken. 20% of Zin's Hydro damage bonus will be converted to additional damage reduction for the rain swords. The maximum amount of additional damage reduction that can be gained this way is 24%. The initial maximum number of rain swords is 3. It applies the wet status to you, but if you put points into him, into his constellation, you actually get 4 swords. Now, that is very, very good, because I feel like that when you do take damage in later Abyss and later domains, you get smacked. Sometimes even one-shotted. Like, agents will 100% one-shot you if you let them do like that slash attack towards you. So having this up and being able to get 24% damage reduction is really nice. On top of that, if you have some hit points, he will also regenerate hit points based on 6% of Xingqiu's max hit points. So even more support added to his kit. And here, he gains a 20% Hydra damage bonus. And the reason why that is good is because 20% of Xingqiu's Hydra damage bonus will be converted to additional damage reduction for the rain swords. So the more Hydra damage he has, the tankier you will be once you use this ability. Now, going into his constellations, as I mentioned before, you get an extra sword at 1. At level 2, extends the duration of Rain Cutter, and then decreases the Hydra resistance of enemies hit by sword rain attacks by 15% for 4 seconds. So you're just going to do more damage. At 4, you gain a bunch more damage. And at 6, you regenerate more energy for using the ult, technically making you able to use your ult more often, which is really good. So if you thought Xin was good, Sucrose is even better. She makes your whole party do way more damage, and she's actually really amazing. I don't have a build on my account, but I used Xin and Sucrose on other people's accounts. I haven't used Noelle yet, but I've definitely seen some videos where Noelle slaps. So she's definitely also a pretty good 4-star. But let's talk about Sucrose. So without any constellations, let's just talk about her passives first. When Sucrose triggers a swirl effect, characters in the party with the matching element have their elemental mastery increased by 50 for 8 seconds. This is really nice. It's going to make you hit harder. That becomes even greater when you get this passive. When you hit an enemy, increases other party members' elemental mastery based on 20% of Sucrose elemental mastery for 8 seconds. So pretty much you want to stack elemental mastery on Sucrose. And if you do, she's going to make your whole party pretty much do more damage with the elemental reactions. If we look into her constellations, on her second one, the duration of Forbidden Creation is increased by 2 seconds, so that's really nice. On her fourth, 7 normal and charge attacks, Sucrose will reduce the cooldown of her E by 1 to 7 seconds. This is really nice. And then, on her sixth constellation, when you trigger an elemental absorption, all party members gain a 20% elemental damage bonus for the corresponding absorbed element during its duration. So pretty much, Sucrose just boosts the damage of your whole party. It's really, really nice. If you don't have Venti, and you're just using the Traveler, I'd highly recommend getting Sucrose up as well, because she is an absolutely amazing support unit. Okay, and then Noelle, as I was mentioning before, I don't know exactly what she performs like because I haven't personally used her. I have seen her do a really good amount of damage though. If I had the resources, I'd probably build her and show you guys, but I definitely don't have the resources to just build a random character that I don't necessarily want to use that much. And the reason why I don't want to use that much is because I have Ningguang and I just like Ningguang better. My Ningguang is also almost maxed, so that's why I'm using Ningguang over Noelle. But needless to say, Noelle can definitely do a lot of damage because she's a Claymore user. And she's also tanky on top of that, so she's going to be a lot more difficult to kill than your other characters. And honestly, that's definitely very useful because things slap, right? Like, you do a lot of damage, it's all good, you can one-shot stuff, but that same stuff, if you're not careful and you get caught in some sort of a combo, will 100% one-shot you as well. So having a tanky DPS is definitely useful in my opinion. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about real quick is the weapons banner. I personally think that this is a very good thing to pull for. This book right here is absolutely insane. I'm going to show it to you. I have one at level 70. And then this greatsword right here is probably the best greatsword in the game for the Luke and possibly most of the other greatsword users as well, besides Noelle. The 4-star weapons that you get are decent, but mainly what you're looking for here is going to be the 5-star weapons. You are not guaranteed to get one then the other. It's 50-50 whether you get one or the other. And then there's also a small chance that you get one of the other 5-star weapons. Now, the reason why I think it's also good to summon on this banner, besides the fact that the weapons are really good, like these two particular weapons are amazing, right? But you could also get 4-star characters. So this is a really good banner to summon for, I think. I already summoned for it once. I got the book. Now I'm probably going to go to another gold because I am looking for the greatsword. While I was summoning for that, I got some purple weapons, but I also got like a few Bennett's and I think a Chongyun. And I'm using Chongyun, so I actually would like to have him maxed out. I really just wanted to mention the fact that these two particular legendary weapons are amazing and you should definitely grab them if you can. On top of that, you can get 4-star characters and not just 4-star weapons. So overall, the weapon banner is really good to summon for. And then, to top it all off, it also has an 80 pity instead of a 90 pity. Where is it? So, you're guaranteed to win a 5-star weapon at least once per 80 attempts. So it's 10 less than the regular banner. Yeah, I literally just wanted to cover the fact that this particular weapons banner is really amazing. And if you can afford it and you're looking to whale out, you should probably summon on the weapon banner because the book, as I was saying to you, I have maxed out on Ningguang. I actually ended up pulling another one. I might put it on Klee, I'm not sure yet. But increases movement speed by 10%, really nice. Especially when you're trying to dodge shit in Abyss. And then when in battle, gain an 8% elemental damage bonus every 4 seconds. So for your main DPS, you're really just looking at a 32% increased damage. And I might actually even refine it, because that increases to 10, giving me a 40% elemental damage bonus on your main DPS, because somebody who's your main DPS is most likely going to be out there for more than 16 seconds, or you might even want them to be out there for 16 seconds to get some really good damage out, and then you can switch. The Great Sword, as I was mentioning, I don't have, but it has attack percentage on it, and it's just really, really amazing. Definitely going to wail out a little bit more to try and get it. Okay, so I think I covered everything I wanted to cover about these 2 banners. The next 2 videos I'm going to do is going to be my Klee summons, and I'm also going to show you guys my Klee build and where I use her and how awesome she really is. So please leave a like, a subscribe, and click that bell button so you can get notifications of when I post a new video. And that's going to be it for today, guys. Peace.